A new drug is turning young people into zombies.
So it's important for broke down the issue today, for let the public understand.
Now that's make we dey bring come to you the Today Show. We get segments where they range from interviews on the big issues.
Sierra Leone authorities said Monday that 20 people were killed and nearly 2,000 prisoners escaped during Sunday's attack on the capital.
To sport.
What a fairy tale story here. There they are, the champions of Africa.
And entertainment and simple tourism with plenty other issues.
Get ready for the roller coaster ride through the day-to-day story them as we dive deep into the heart of the matter.
Every weekday on Slick Television, channel 37 from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Tune in and stay informed like never before.
The Today Show, only on Slick Television.
It's midday and a Wednesday. I remember back then I begat a virtual friend where we met on Facebook, and when I introduced myself and said na salon akomot, he said, that's how we didn't get Boku minerals them. Then this brought me to the question, we really enjoy some of these minerals, or some of we even aware of what we get in a salon. Imagine a foreigner telling me, say, the kind of minerals you're not getting at that place there and the likes. So merely one go say, are these minerals just pen on papers or they are not actually in existence?
I mean, the virtual minerals they will get.
However, Salon is a very blessed country, you know. We also want to welcome you to the show here on Slick Television, channel 37. You can also join me on Facebook at Slick TV, website at slicktv.com, and follow me on all with social media handles. I am Rabiatu Mansai.
And I am Mohamed Bake Camera. Up next, one for technicals of the day, where it's Sierra Leone's natural resources can lift our nation if managed wisely. They create jobs, growth, and hope for all. If you look at these quotes critically, Rabi, and I believe they emphasize the potentials about the minerals that we get if we use them wisely. I believe the perception people out there gets for salon will reach to that level.
You know, this struck me mind way back in 2017. That pastor we been fair a particular diamond, over 700 carats diamond, na the eastern part of the country. And guess what? They be sell that diamond for over $6 million. So this brings so many questions. So if they be actually utilize the money the way the hue and cry been there around, say this money we don't sell this diamond and so posting down fame. How much waiting for the impact, you know, in the near future?
Especially the agricultural aspect where we see the government's one for more effort on that.
Well, if they be asked me, I think so for don't focus on the health industry, however.
Exactly.
That is why one for ask the question, these minerals in Salon, are they really benefiting us? Stay tuned for more.
Hey viewers, from wherever you're watching from, this is your favorite music producer, and guess what? I'm on Slick TV. Whether you're in Freetown, keep it glued to 7. They're also on Facebook Live. Tune in and get some nice.
Let me live around you like my habitat. In a mohi garden, the juke and one lima proclaim a be moya. Me recipe, me harmony.
Welcome back. Salon then say very rich in minerals. I mean, waiting we get. Most of the world not get them. Do you agree with that? From the National Minerals Agency, them pool reports say we get about 12 minerals them within Fena the country after the 2019 geophysical survey where the president been do, where the World Bank been fund, where then cover 75% of the country. So quickly, someone will say these minerals are not sabiam. I don't ever see I to me like, well, the fact of the matter is some of us can never see them with the naked eyes. So we want to take on through and show that some of the minerals that we find in our salon right now. And first on the list, we get diamond. One goes say, I can see so many rings and the likes, or how much is diamond? So what's in the way they make with diamond can be rings, cutting tools, jewelries. You know, someone can say even for a married, they want diamond ring. And up next, we get gold. This is gold, and what's in the make of gold? One go on for no. Also, they can make jewelries out of her, and some electronic thing they will we see. Then they make gold out of her. And next on we list we get bauxite. One go say this actually fiber poto, like if you watch poto we bulks on side, you go feel say na in this. But I tell you, this is the one rare gem or amongst the gems them where them fena salon. And something that they make out of bauxite can be aluminium and so many other things them. And up on our list we get also rutile. The color of the stone so precious that we see like some ray or some line draw param. You could wonder, so salon gets all of these things there, so. And some other thing they when they say they make from this particular stone here, so now welded rod, paper. Well, surprisingly, we don't do research and also they make paper out of rutile. Next on our list is iron ore. If you are like an iron stone, I wish a mineral expert for say, okay, well, this particular iron so where there now so many hill communities them around the country. Now here they see so any happen for they amongst we precious stone them now the country. I mean the Deputy Minister of Mines, Sumaro Napoleon Kuma, been there now with Sister Radio Radio Democracy. We talk say iron ore right now happens for be one of the most produced minerals them na salon. Well, it don't pass diamond based on what it say. The next one we get now limonite. This is limonite. Itself kind of gets the poto color. Maybe you go to play as this. You see them, you don't even know what you see. It all form amongst the valuable stones them, and you go to wonder. I don't see this thing here. So if people are like, wait, poto don't dry. What's in at the value and the likes. And next on we list we get platinum. Instead of some other thing that they make from them medical equipment them. Well, you see, medical one go say now one of the side we want for me to invest right now, and it happen for me say we get stones them way present in the country where actually go make we invest in that particular side in the country. And next one we list again a chromite. So this is one precious stone. Instead of kind of look like where iron stone soak, you know. Now it look like, and some other thing there where they make from and a dye. So we can use the dye and the likes. So you say inside salon, you get a very strong manufacturing something where then they use for make them. And next one we list now coltan. One beautiful shiny stone where I feel like say it kind of look like iron stone. I don't want this. I think this could draw people attention for actually going to iron stone business right now. And something then, surprisingly, where they make with a laptop, and it's one thing where me you use almost all the time. So it's something found in Sierra Leone. And next one we list we get na tantalite. So like say the iron stone they make and bokuna we list today. And some other thing there where then they make with microelectronics, then we electrical thing there where we they use. And next one we list we get na columbite. This then they say they use for deviate heat from something. I'm sure the technical people them go before analyze them they properly, but notable for let we know say we get these precious stones then at the country. And the other one gets that zircon. If people are like we ring tin up, they get something like gelatin around them. But however, all of these stones we see then at this part of the world. And that's don't make we ask so many questions. So these are 12 stones where, according to the National Minerals Agency, they are found in Sierra Leone. But I'm sure we go on for wonder. Some of we don't know who's part then. So we get a map of Sierra Leone actually, where they show different minerals than they, and mainly when you look at the minerals there, you get some way past the other, in likes of bauxite with the blue, rutile with the purple, iron ore with the pink, and gold with the orange, and diamond with the black. So when you come up to the north here, you see say around Kabbalah we have more of golds, and Tonkolili we get iron ore. And also, Potloko, we get bauxite, and of course, around Makeni, we get iron ore also. And again, we also get around the west here, we get diamond, where they take kind of the east to say Kenema Day. Yes, also. Sorry, the east here, Kenema, we get more of diamond, we get iron ore, and we get gold. And of course, the west, we get also the same thing, but I think inside the western area, we get more of gold here than the rest of the other one, than bauxite and rutile and diamond, actually. Salone is one really blessed country. But how much this they contribute to the GDP? What's in this they get the economy? Also like the money basically, all what they don't get together from the produce now, from the manufacturing now to the export, so how much this they make. Statistics alone can pull a rebase report. So this that they report to them pull for 2023. Also they say the industry sector, it gets from various years them. Well, I'm looking basically at the industry sector because we are focusing on the discussion of the day. You get different sectors and how much they contribute to the GDP actually. For the industry sector, we get for 2023, 35,556,367. This like say the money a boku. So this na reports where they give as waiting we don't make power economy. How best we economy don't grow over the years. And when you watch them, it actually surpassed the agriculture where it don't happen for be the president's main agenda. So the industry they contribute more to the agriculture industry than even to the economy than even the agriculture. So when you watch for 2020, we see say we get a drop in the industry and all other sectors, mainly so because those times of the corona era, I mean, we all know so many mining companies then been locked in offices and left and then go about their normal business. But when you come to 2023, we see the industry sector go up with contributing 14.4% of we GDP. So then Salone is growing. But let we look at one thing where so common amongst we, or where we so aware of, when a diamond. How much is diamond? How much it is selling at the global market? How much it rates and the likes? And here on the list, we get the value of diamond now stands at $195. So if you get 1 carat diamond, that is the price of diamond. So imagine. This crossed my mind again to the guy the pastor who been fan that diamond Akono inside 2017, which was over 700 carats diamond and was sold for $6.5 million. And this is the list of it again. Inside 2017, actually, the price of diamond will go up to $423. And again, if you watch the statistics report we'll show just now, inside 2020, we tend to forget the list because of the coronavirus where these companies being actually left the country, and some of the companies actually left the country and go. And yes, for 2023, the rate of diamond now stand at 195 leones. But away from Dande, the Budget Advocacy Network, they showed say the industry sector don't take over the mining and agriculture since 2019. This then talk say the reports go about 8.9 billion in 2018 to 36.6 billion in 2023. So this then say now added advantage from with GDP and Abubakar Kamara way happen for be the talk man for the Budget Advocacy Network. Been tell we more.
such things that the tax exemption should be able to influence is foreign direct investment. And we've seen from time that there are quite a lot of investors coming in. But what are we getting as a result of them coming in the country is what we have now assessed in this report. And as you can tell, this is just one of the beginning points when we shall be coming to look at what really we're supposed to have gotten that we have not got and the impact of the evaluation of some of these things. Then you see a broader picture, much more than this. And so we realized that in 2018, the GDP was rebased, and so it provided a bigger denominator to measure what you call the production or productivity of our economy. And so before this time, we've had the mining and agriculture as the bigger guys in the room contributing to economic growth. But then after the rebasing of the GDP in 2018, we saw that the industry sector has now taken over mining and agriculture, which means it is a very lucrative area. And then it also, now, when we talk about the industry sector, we are talking about manufacturing, mining, construction, energy, subsectors. And these areas, if not carefully, checked, we see that we are having the potential of losing a lot of that. And so that leaves us now with a policy dilemma, whether to continue to give away taxes or to see to it that we focus on revenue generation, which is by far the main focus for now, because when you see the revenue is not performing and you want to overtax the citizens, it becomes a cause for concern. So now, when you look at the corporate income tax relief, there are a number of clauses from various finance acts that have been provided, and you look at the arrangement for some of the other tax conditions that go to, other relief that go to Parliament that are not part of the Finance Act, and you look at the other arrangement between Ministry of Finance and investors, there are a lot. And the import duty exemptions. There is a direct relationship between when you import and what the customer, the final consumer, because if the price of imports is also going to be factored to determine the sales. And when it costs much for you to bring in goods, they will pass the cost to the final consumer and it impacts, the economy. Export duty exemptions as well. This was done to stimulate the economy, because when you have to export and you have a lot of tax breakouts, like, a lot of breakouts like deferred tax. Some of the times we talk about the QAP program when we had the COVID-19, and there was a need for a lot of import or export. There was a lot of tax holidays provided during that period.
Welcome back. That was Abubakar Tawali, National Coordinator, Budget Advocacy Network. We still ask the question, within all of these minerals we get, imagine 12 accountable minerals they work in the country, whose benefit we get of? For we, and here in the studio, we get Emmanuel Bondo Esquire, we are project lead, Natural Resources, Right and Governance, Network Movement for Justice and Development. And on the line with us, we get Theophilus Benda, we are Chairman, Association of Journalists on Mining and Extractives. Good afternoon, gentlemen, and welcome to the Today Show.
Good afternoon, my lady.
You know, you there, so let's take it to the barrister. So you were here, or Theophilus, are you with us? Okay, so yes, let's just continue with you, Esquire. You be then ISO, and you watch all of these analysis that we did, and in fact, say we get about 12 minerals them way happen for the other country, but it's like we still have a problem. It's either we are not benefiting from it, or we actually not even aware about them. So from a legal, as being a legal person, let's start from there. Is it that the law and the practical reality not seem to meet together?
Thanks for that very good question. Sierra Leone as a country, as a nation, even apart from the mining sector, we get very good laws. But we problem always don't happen for we implementation pattern. But the mining sector now a unique sector, we different from all others. Because this is now a political sector, now an influential sector, and a highly technical sector. We get good laws to some extent, right? Even though not that perfect. But as a country, we don't make progress so far for the policies, regulations, laws, for regulate the sector. We are making headways in that direction. But the fundamental problem as to why we know the benefit from the minerals, it just sounds like we a daddy in a family, head of family. You know what it take for meeting responsibility as a daddy. It depends on extended factors. For help. What do I mean by this? We go to call the gem skills, the geological, engineering, and mathematical skills for absolutely take control over our sector. Now we lack as a country. A case in point could be within the Africa Mining Vision, they advise every country forget a geological data and accurate information. Now, you made mention of that geophysical survey we do.
Yes.
We unveil the minerals that we'll get now here. Now, that reports the way governments be do, right? Now, and highlights of what we get in the GUI. That is to say, in the GUI indication say, bauxite there under, gold there under, iron ore there under. But enable GUI, whether they are of marketable quality and quantity.
Okay.
So that's not a gap as a country. We don't know where to get under. We don't know it.
Okay.
All this time we're into mining, going to contract agreement. Now something like blind negotiation we're going to, because we don't actually know it. We cannot get the scientific report of that. And for those who get that, we need for do a study where the experts them in geological, geochemical survey.
All right, okay. So let's just ask Theophilus quickly. Do you agree with that? Hello, Theophilus?
Yeah. Well, of course, unfortunately, I'm going to get Emmanuel quite clearly. Yeah, but from what I really faintly from him, you know, it's have to say we get so many minerals then. What's important follow achieve now? Now, how we go get control of the mineral wealth? Because as it is now, even the value of diamond, for instance, is not determined by us in terms of price. So, in other words, we stand a risk of losing more than we gained from the sector.
But the report shows say we get increase in GDP from this particular sector, yeah, so 44 actually.
Yes, well, over the years, agriculture will contribute far more to the GDP than even mining. So if due to changes where the sector don't go through in this last 2-3 years, I mean, I will not be surprised if the GDP don't go up in terms of contribution from the mining sector, because more mining companies are now operating in the country. Companies that were run into administration, now they operate full time. And it's likely also that the price of minerals don't go up now the world markets. So that is commendable. But what's important is that we need more contribution from mining to the GDP, because despite the mining industry, the country remains heavily donor dependent, and we mine in wealth for able to make the transition from that situation of we being heavily donor dependent. So we rely heavily on the natural wealth, but that's not the case right now.
So in sense here, you agree, say we actually not benefit anything from the mining sector, or from of them benefits don't say we'll get?
It will be a disservice to let anybody say the country not benefits anything from the mining sector. The right chief will say we are not benefiting significantly. Okay. Significantly, we are not benefiting, and that is the point. Right. And nobody will question that. But to say we are not benefiting anything, no, that is not true. Right. For instance, even the mining communities, they get more benefits now, more direct benefit now than before. So what's important now for we, when as civil society and media actors, where they advocate for just mining, able for put mechanisms in place for ensure the money when they go to communities, they use them for the benefits of the communities and the people already there. Okay. And what if they go to government, by way of the ratio, is very, very small. So government for put mechanism in place for able to gain more in terms of the profit sharing. Okay, so what do you think? Able for effectively monitor the sector.
Okay, so what do you think are some of the visible benefits them, what you think say we forget or for still to eye?
Yeah, you want to say that again, please?
The visible benefits them, you talk say significantly, you know the benefits, and obviously you mentioned one or two highlights them. So what do you think say some of them visible senior, what for make us see out we eye, where at least Salomon go say we are satisfied?
Yes. Development, tangible development projects. For instance, most of the mining communities, when you go at the mining communities, take from Bumbuna, another example, Sierra Rutai. When you go to those places, you will be shocked to see that mining is not bringing in the needed development in those communities. Road infrastructure is horrible. Electricity is only limited to the company officials. Good water supply only limited to the mining companies. To an extent that some areas where some mining they take place, they even contribute for pollute the natural water sources. So the lives of the people in those mining communities far worse than the day before mining even. So the government gets a role for play for ensuring one, what we call beneficiation. And the beneficiation now for add value to the natural resources. Okay. But mostly with the exports with minerals in the raw form. And when you export minerals in the raw form, the price is very low as compared to when you add value. And so, we get what we call corporate social responsibility by the companies then. But this is voluntary.
Okay.
This is voluntary, I mean, to an extent that the companies can decide to do something or not. But then, as civil society and media actors, we will now for monitor the benefits stream from the mining sector to the country as a whole and to the affected mining communities. Because for we, now the more we are concerned, communities affected by mining should be made better than they are now.
Yes, continue, Theophilus. I mean, just want only a quick and talk to Emmanuel. I mean, from the legal lens, you've been a legal person. You mentioned, you hear from Theophilus some of the visible benefits them where these people can forget. And the Mining Act of 2022 may also make provision for that. But let's just take a recent case study we happen at Koidu. I mean, is it that the laws and the practical realities not seem to meet together in that regard?
You ask a very interesting question, right? But normally we focus on submission here based on the legal context, so to speak.
We just want to let the ordinary man understand.
Fine.
Say,
Now,
yes.
Now, there is a legal relationship between Koidu Limited and the government of Sierra Leone.
No, it's just a case study. It's cut across all other mining areas. Then, you know, like, let's just give an example. If the law say, or the 2022 amended act actually talks, say, these companies where they work now, when the contract done, for instance, say, when provide one or two benefits to them people there. So, because after all of what they go down do, the harm and the cause by the soil get a big toll on the people that were in the community. So is it that these people wouldn't get the mining companies, they actually they work in relation to the law, then I make a reference to what happened in Koidu, not to like specifically.
Now, the question we ask, right?
Yeah.
Now, in twofold, you ask the question. Now, if you talk of the devastation, the destruction of the community, it different from the labor situation. The issue in Koidu Limited get for do with the company and in workers then. We get for do the labor and social security issue of the law. We're different from the contract relationship with the state. Right?
Yes.
Now, in line with waiting till you don't submit, we speak from the same lens. We speak from the same school of thought. Right?
Yes.
That generally, we make effort for getting the laws and some compliances they take place. On the side of the company, and on the side of government for make sure say certain things be done. But just that when you do a comparative analysis of the wrong thing the way mining the cost to society, it far outweigh that of tangible benefit where you ask about. Right? Again, I agree with Theo where you say if anybody say we need benefit anything from mining, that is wrong. Just the employment force where mining creates for we brother and sister then. Now one big plus to the nation.
Okay.
Now another point
with just 3%. Research shows that just 3% that they contribute in terms of job creation for people in the country.
Yes, no matter how little it is, right? Some people they survive through that. They survive through that. Now there's another sector, sub-sector of this mining we call the artisanal mining. When are purely for locals them and they do one. So that's not self-employed. We get many Sierra Leoneans then we engage. People they do one just like we you aware as people do agriculture. Now so that they survive. Now the problem from starts where we get as a country. To mean that make mention say we take the minerals then, export them in the raw form.
In the raw form.
Now, I just want to give me small time to analyze this aspect of
the
sector. You go to call the upstream, side stream, and downstream of operation. Upstream mean where you pull down the earth for counter up. The side stream mean the industrial processing of the raw materials. The downstream get for do with the sales.
Okay.
Now, Sierra Leone as a country, I initially tell you, say, we're not getting geochemical information yet for tell we almost what time we get now of what quality and quantity. We not get that yet. Waiting that report be showing an indication it give we as to Usa and Usa will get mineral.
Okay.
Right. So now, one thing way for better way in this country, we a clear example in Africa, like Rwanda and Botswana, where they make effort for do the processing in the country. Now, we don't do the upstream. You don't pull the raw rutile or bauxite from the ground. If we do the side stream now, that is the industrial provisions for there, for do the processing of the minerals then they. Most of the industry in Europe, I don't know whether they run with them work so then they make money and do something for family there. So within the African mining vision, they advise African countries then that let we try for make sure see pull the mineral in, let we process an area.
Okay.
So the vision they advise say if Salone no get the industrial strength for processing, let we try for do within the sub-region of West Africa. Can go Liberia, Guinea, Ghana. Right? We do the processing and then we can do the sales.
Right.
So each and every stage of mining process, it creates employment and a more source of income for the state.
Okay.
So that now we fundamental problem we get as a country. So at the end of the day, Sierra Leone, that country we now we the big investors for come. When investors come, you go to call the mining inputs, waiting and they spend. You know, say electricity now a big challenge we get as a country. For serve the homes then a challenge. How much more for serve industrial functions? So then they spend enough of the inputs. Now, let we objective small for no say these are business people, and we need them as a country for can join partnership with we, do the operation and contribute to the national coffers, no matter how small it is. But we cannot do it all by ourselves. We need them for can and do one. Okay,
we cannot do it all by ourselves. Like only the 1 minute.
Yes.
We can like for go and meet the people and ask them, not so just in-house studio conversations. So John Abdullah will go about and ask Sierra Leoneans them what then feel about all the minerals they will get, and we're still where we are. Let's have it.
Business in this country, Sierra Leone a place what I believe says Sierra Leone a blessed country for mineral. We get a lot of mineral away, I believe say with money they rush from Canada this country. Because of why it benefits we the local Sierra Leoneans there. An individual one people and they will believe say the mineral they benefits there. The like of iron ore, African mineral can mine iron ore. And the iron ore African mineral can mine not iron ore. They mine diamond, they mine gold, like Bumbuna, you get Ferengbea, they get Kasafoni, where them be the mine, lots of iron ore. They get the believe say Sierra Leone. Since you're not born with it, they hear about diamond, that corner, they hear about diamond, they hear about bauxite, rutile, iron ore, you get gold. All the mineral and you know every benefit the country. If you go outside in the mining mineral and the oh God, damn too terrible. The people that they get good water, they don't get good gold, they don't even get light. Like Bumuna, they tell them in the mine and all the no, the country where water come, you don't even work fine Cape Day. Pass you where you in boots here. Like me, I witness I work there. I work na Bumuna. I work about 2 years. They are cancer now. Where they carry one come up for go find it's pass you wearing boots because of the water all they take over. And now mineral side. And with money they tell you say yeah where they mine here. Yeah will be the beautiful side. Where they get schools, then get medical facilities at the school building them for medical get fine roads here. Then the place be dark, no lights. So it be damn too terrible. And I believe say that it costs. Because why I believe say that it costs, the people that were there before in charge of that, now for their own pockets here. And especially Sierra Leone, so man can take brown envelope, I can give you. Why give you nothing but the masses? They happen in Nabumbuna where we strike for better salary. We're doing an escomite where they kill people and they killing Sierra Leone and then a better services to strike for. If they work out that Ghana man, they can pay how many $1,000. The US citizens in Sierra Leone, they pay a small money. And now we talk 7 and 8 with salary, they cost, kill people and they not benefits we. Now they look outside people with money where they can they benefit Sierra Leone mineral. We individual they benefits me. And I want to know say they then show me one great side. Outside the mineral in this country don't develop one side in this country. And sometimes a state or a area or community none.
say we don't also they die back. I'm not denying one generation on board, no. But this present generation, it's not possible. They may blame to the big people, because while they're corridor in the body, they mind diamond at get big side, they mind timber. Then diamond and the way they mind so now individually benefit because of the government. Even the people of that the community they, because of why government they pay them people and the community use them. Then that noise way they make that the community they pay them people and they reflect on individual people. Never. And the diamond they mind not take away. We don't mind and not change it, they give the people the way they work there. You see local Sierra Leone the way they work. Because in your own country, they take you all and fly you to back. But something I one individual Sierra Leonean, we get motorcar, then pay and get a small envelope. They don't know always don't get a small envelope, no one know. But they benefit even the people of the Sierra Leone. Since when they begin found mineral in this country, no one they benefit Sierra Leoneans. Solution, I believe so we get the right person in this country with a better way. Even an mineral and they say 1 gram mineral, it will develop this country. But when we watch Sierra Leone again, we get different type of mineral. And we got count for the angel, we can help this country. 1 gram mineral, some country and 1 gram mineral and get, but then develop. But it's like Sierra Leone too. God bless you, bless this country, baby. We get again season, we get right season. Them mineral and they, if it's for them benefits me. But we not get the good posture we God they send it. Never, we not get it. And if we get it, they develop this country. Me and you to be me go sooner I come out with a laugh, we don't enjoy the country. But never, we not get them people in it. We they pray to their Allah send them people in this country. If you not to your own generation, your unborn generation, sometimes we go in upgrade with a smile, we everybody that.
A blessing because a natural until God give you. But not have make you suffer. Again, it can't again safe in a cost to we, because we no benefit nothing to we. Like me so as I don't live in a mining area for almost here. I don't do it. I walk no more work. Say then can open free money from NDMC time. We don't do na kono. We don't do kono tongo this that all inside and we don't live there. Say what come and mining business we do or not get no impact we create to we. Even to the country. We look on now, I so potol and you go Tongo from Kenema to Tongo, I believe say na 24, 28 miles. About that. That road up to now from colonial time, that road not no nothing. From Konobak to Tongo, that road na Swede. So no development. All inside there are mineral content inside there. Mineral commodity, that more don't commodity. And them sit on the under for Mamos here. No benefits, them people and they no get. So the other way we turn around back, na cost to we. It depends on the one they will head we, because na then the guys, na then they deal with the mineral. One, the paramount if they will live na then side and the politician then, and then they enjoy the mineral. But me, you no get no way. Oh, the active, we will make say this mineral come on our country, will make the benefits. Nothing like that. No benefits, no the. You know, so we turn back. A cost to we. A blessing to God, but we the people that make an cost to we. Blessing all, pass them big one then. They realize he say this mineral here, na natural something for we. Na natural something for we. We be say. Who said this mineral come them people and they support for benefits, they support for build hospital for them, they support for get good road. You don't understand? What them people and they realize that will be able to say that mineral will be benefit to me and you. But if you then fail, then those they no more say for themselves no more. That more than don't come out from Paseki. We don't there, who Paseki, we get one of the biggest diamond at this country. During an escoma back where big diamond come on a corner, where we say, them people and they who said that diamond they come on, ask other community ready. Look the kind of mineral. We say we come up Bumbuna. I then they mind their country then they I then that community they. It's so sorrowful. Look what they talk about development, what they talk about road. That road they from Binkolo for go Bumbuna. And that resist you know will pass under bra. Oh BBB company then they. Other company, Africa mineral don't live here, they don't make that road. For Magboika back for Gubumbuna, the road and then a social pothole. You don't understand? So you look the other way border, na cost to we. The only na full percentage people and who they enjoy this mineral. So the other one, they all is like a sweat to we.
Who get mineral, not so development to do mineral. At the who get mineral for the enjoy before we play the enjoy. Before we play the enjoy, we need the enjoy and cost to be. The mineral the mine about to say the mine. I don't think we should not to consider the tea. If we go to now, you consider the past. No, to the container. And you know, show to go do tang. You know, show how money cash. I said that illegal business. For say, hey, now government come go na media say now so area, so investment don't cash for invest. And so to do, you know the. All things just don't balance. So what you allow do? They only darkness will see. They see nothing. Every do what they create, they enjoy. Like all the one who they cow basha, who they cow create, they enjoy. So we bother they less. They pay them. The advantage then they back. Government they take no action. So the way they come out they cow create now they enjoy much than boy who suffer at the place there. Who with my direction and gets direction. Who they can do a labor, they work for the black man there. That's all. We are not seeing no benefits of that. The cost of the government will blame. They blame the government because at least any some mineral, they say na mineral points. That place you for to develop trust. They look like Elon Shag, Kono, Outside. At least before they get big, if they get fine citizens now, they get in there. Play for lively, you know. For this was standard thing they will go on a place. It's a mineral place, but develop for where it's not. But she will share a mineral, we see about 5 years, some is no standard bill or something like that. And all, it don't make no sense. The free people like community, perhaps enough for Apple, so what the government is doing for shoots, kill advantage people, and they're all not fine. Send violence against people, and they're all not fine. Because the people know it's an advantage too. And the government again, they don't take care of that place there, they develop that place there. So if government do anything, at least call people in the community, give the condition, they say give the condition, things go through, but that's what happens, what you all do. We don't watch what the government they do, I'm not going to do. We just don't watch. Not the go fight government, no. We just don't. God see what you got to do for me. They don't know they now, what they work there. At least they make it happy, they make it cry. If they pay with Mario the commander, when they can mind the coming, they pay the $500, $600. At least you buy for each pass, they pay them pass with money because they used to sell this. With Mario the commander, they catch up resources to go to. They pay and back pass, they come to get property. Not possible, not for work so. Therefore, earn much than the one the commander for coming. They go to Nigeria.
No get nowhere now who will benefit from it. And I can say, Salona one of the countries where we don't observe like somebody go come for mine diamond. At least you don't can make a people an agreement saying a diamond and they come for mine. At the same time, that person go mine box side, they will get the mine for mine good. You understand? And nobody know where they audit them and know how and how they do things that side. But we check now another different countries them, like the neighboring country, Guinea. If somebody don't come and say I gold in the mine, if they catch you mine a little piece of diamond, it's stand to consider the terminate. And in a company they get fined. So you understand? So I think then guy they has to afford we. Just with young people who don't put on their side, where we don't trust, they work with them hand in hand for let this happen. Because at least if they don't send you for supervise or for lead front and know and believe the thing for work well. So you know go see somebody they come for Kama in Diamond after everything. Una they go connive with Kama at the same time, just for deprive everybody just for ourselves, for they get everything and go. I mean of course, because that make no way no the women and the other man going to benefit from the the layman. So just expect the one day where they before and where then they send that inside we only get away from benefits. And I know can say like the people where they do the labor. You understand? I mean the people where they up there. Because even the people where they do the labor, the work, they even get something where they will benefit from it too. And even the people in the community of where people in the use for mine. When you check on the other side and how it happen it's quite different. So you can see side where people in the miner salon, one best school you know go able to see, health facility you know go the way it be facility they affect even the people in the community. You understand? But when you check now that different side, it's quite different.
those were views of the ordinary Sierra Leonean. Most of them say their own parts, but one or two mentioned say the mining will get, or the minerals will get, it's more or less of a cost. But quickly open the phone line 072-500-442. Call us and make your point. 072-500-442. Please, when you get to it, kindly reduce the volume of your TV, or you actually come off from there. But let's talk to Theophilus quickly. Hello, Theophilus, are you still with us?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so you hear all waiting them people and say, and more of which mentioned say the mining sector or the minerals that we're going to the country is more of a cost than even a blessing. I mean, do you agree to that?
Yes, of course, 100%. 100% I agree.
Sorry, but I can't hear you.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
100% I agree. For say with minerals, no more of a cost than a blessing.
Okay.
We get countries them. Hello?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes, we get countries them, like for example, Botswana, where, I mean, you know, in the early 70s, Sierra Leone be far more developed than Botswana. But what they then do, they nationalize the mining industry. And that's don't transform the economic face of the country. And Botswana don't become one of the most developed countries in Africa.
Okay.
So there's no magic. You have to put the interest of the country first. So we minerals will continue to be a cost because of bad policies.
Right.
It's like the companies that they come, that they can't rip you off. Because all what is that they spend, that they calculate them by way of expenditure.
Okay.
And when it comes to the profits, they take the lion's share. Then we are left with whatever little.
All right.
And if you go to the mining communities, when are they now with interest, you find out say the cost of living is so high that the levels of prostitution, criminality, teenage pregnancy, early marriages, they abound. So what we would say is that the government gets a role for play. Look, my colleague Emmanuel talked about credit holdings and the fact that we get issue with the workforce. It took the first lady to intervene before they get a solution. Why not the Minister of Mines? Because when the first lady intervened, credit holdings brand them as political interference. But the Minister of Mines could have salvaged that situation even without the first lady having to intervene. So it's a shame on the minister. They look at happen now. Because the first lady intervened, the company say they don't run into administration. Just like that. So the companies are taking advantage of our poverty situation. And the companies are not here because they like us. They are here because we have what they want and which they cannot find in their own countries. So they come and rip us off and just left we in the same situation.
Right.
Sierra Leone deserves better, and the people of Sierra Leone deserves better.
Right.
And the people they want to talk to, they understand the issues, and they are not happy about the issues.
Okay.
Now, let's make the recent report that come up. It says Sierra Leone, they very, very low in terms of happiness.
All right, Theophilus, let's talk to Emmanuel. Emmanuel, tell like say waiting the people and talk. I mean, you hear them.
I get it all clear.
You know, agree with them, say we minerals are more or less of a cost?
By my level of standing now, as far as the law is concerned, and this sector is concerned, me no one call for be a cost.
Okay.
Right? Mining generally synonymous to development or destruction based on how it is managed. Now, the minerals are never a cost to Sierra Leone. Now, how we they respond in the governance of the sector, are they the problem there?
Okay.
Now, from the layman point of view, how then they look at them, what me know as a problem, we fundamental as a problem, and also the problem they will for solve them. Most of the one they would interview, so not get the opportunity for know what me know.
Okay.
So in the layman point of view, for them they will use the word cost. I understand their feelings, then correct
because
in their own
sense.
Benefit.
Benefit.
Correct. I don't tell you initially say the destruction we mine in the giving at this country is far outweigh the benefit. But equally, me and Theo agree say for let we still only benefit nothing from mining a wrong for say. Because there are progresses made.
So the benefits will pass the destruction with the cause?
No. I repeat my words. The level of destruction.
I ask again for emphasis, but
yes.
Because Alex say you don't agree with them people and saying a cause.
No, now the word they use cost. Now I know what I use.
Okay, you know what I use cost.
I know I use the word cost.
Okay.
But I agree with them say the suffering exceed past the benefit.
All right.
And the word cost me know what I use.
Okay.
Because me know the solution. We as a country we get problem.
Okay.
You understand? You go far, they name and shame the minister. Me no one go that length. But as a country, we get systemic problem.
Right.
I don't tell you how the problem starts. We not get the gem skill. He use a word just not here. Wait till you say Botswana nationalize the sector. What do you mean? That then take up the industry by themselves. Then localize them. Meaning they produce and process and do the sales. We mean say more income they come to the economy, more employment and development is tangible.
But we say according to the statistics they report, we get more income.
No, then I'm very low income than they compare to what in Botswana they do.
But at least now increase one compared to
yes,
other years.
Yes, now one step forward. Now that make there was one time we belong to an umbrella of civil society, who me and Tubula belong. We are the service coordinator, we call a natural resource governance and economic justice network. There was one time we even challenge government say, let's put on hold to mining force.
Oh.
Yes. If the benefits already see them, destruction, the far outweigh, let's put on hold to benefit. We approach the former minister, Moina Sengeba, something like that. Manye, one former minister of mines. We present a position to her. Say, now this one advise government. Now we stop all mining operation at the country. It's how we categorically clear, say, government need the income from the sector. That's not visible. Right?
Yes.
Now, we need for reorganize ourselves as a country.
Okay.
So if I now see, because we decision-making approach is not correct, now we get it wrong.
Right.
Now you ask for tangible benefits. It's hard for us to tangible benefits because the contribution we mine in the give to the local, to the national coffers, when it cannot in the national baskets, government take them for go address the problem at the communities. Instead, government use the money generally for run the states. That is one part of the problem. There was another time where the advocates to government say, that we ring fence the money will come from the mining sector. That is to say, all money will come from the mining sector, Mr. Government. Take them back, go solve the problem.
So let's just come in quickly, Emmanuel. I disagree with this particular one. Earlier this year, 2025 actually, President Biobi go hand over $3.7 million na the Marampa community. So I think say think another step because you mentioned say President Edouard, but he did it earlier this year, and he did it a couple of times actually.
Yes, that provision there where you mentioned so. So when that mention where tell you say community development, we call it revenue sharing. Where communities and they pay, companies they pay to community to the one they host, they also they operate. Right. So them money then they pay them yearly to communities. Right? So these are direct benefits from the mines to the communities that they receive them and do development projects. a day for what we call the socializing.
Right.
In order for maintain sanity between the operation of the company and the community within the day.
Okay.
Now, within at the factor now, the royalties we companies they pay to the national, where they pay to NRA for their mining operations to government. That Nai Botswana then centralize and make sure say all the money are from mining.
So Salone said for do Dande?
Well, we advise that because one for compare
Okay.
the benefit directly to the destruction.
Okay.
But as a government, as a country, we are not giving. We are strangulated. So if I now say with all the internal generation what they do for the government manage the states, it's still not enough. We depend on donor.
Right.
So even the government then say defend themselves now a very inconvenient position. Let's try for the objective here.
Right.
It's not easy for government even though we point finger at them saying that they were responsible for a problem. Right? And the government would expect for solve the problem. So them as the representative of we the people the decision when they take for represent the best interest of the people.
Okay.
I want to give me small time like respond to
I wish
issues
time
them.
be actually there now will favor Emmanuel. But let's
Yeah.
just give just a few seconds actually.
Okay. Now somebody talk about associate minerals. Where you interview somebody, you say African minerals not only mine iron ore, but they mine gold, they mine diamond. Now, I want to announce to you and all listeners say, Salone, they on the process of reviewing the 2023 law. In less than 2 years, we will review it back. The mining law of this country, it's under review back.
The money from 1927, they don't give you up to now till we get on 2009, we don't again 2022, and it's still under review.
Yes,
So-
well, President signed in March 2023, now it take effect. From March to November last year, 12 November, nine cabinet approved, say, we for review and back because there are a lot of problem with them. A very embarrassing actually, in less than 2 years, for the review and back.
Okay.
So that let it reflect waiting we want for see. Now, a key factor we mention under is associate minerals. That is to say, when a mining company get license for mined iron ore, if along the way you see diamond or whatsoever, if you make a known to government,
Yes.
not till you get them, produce them out.
Okay.
So there are allegations that at the time we African minerals them be the mine, they may discover other things than we government not be the know. We Salone brother the way be in the system, they be the see them in there. Then say they keep them out short and not they make a known to government. Those were allegations never proven. Right? Now, another viewer they will respond about local content issues. He said then they go take somebody in Ghana, another country, he can't pay him $500, $1,000. Then you, the local man, then use chicken change. You get a whole local content act of 2016.
I think that happened. Self
You understand?
You know that.
Most companies, that is true. They call the experts them, pay them huge money, then the rates for when they pay locals then are wrong. So we need to get it right at the negotiation table.
All right. So, you know, Emmanuel, I actually wish time been in our favor, but we go make room for you explain to read this, I mean, in detail and put on in subsequent episodes them of we show, which is very vital. But Theophilus, hello?
Yes.
Hello, Theophilus, are you still with us?
Yes, I'm getting you loud and
So,
clear.
yes, we don't get time now we favor, but in a nutshell, Emmanuel mentioned something. He say from the National Minerals Agency, then just show we say, now this mineral will not get na so side. But the quantity of them mineral here, so then seem not forgive with this report. Is it that now just then they are pull polish thing, or we just they above for nothing, waiting they say they actually know they na Salone?
Okay, well, the geophysical survey where they can do, they just establish which are the minerals then they possibly, but they're not be able for establish commercial value of the minerals where they detect. So they either they decide for keep the information close to their chest or whatever.
Okay.
But what will come out now that they not be giving detailed information, because what will be the expect that they go tell you say social location, social meaning as they do, and this is the value. Yeah. But it's difficult for them to establish that, and it is understandable.
Okay.
That I make we still see come this day they come for work here. They give them license for go do prospection. So we benefit to say that geophysical survey, whatever they can do, it don't take care of all aspects of prospection. Because most companies them, whether they prospect, they mine as well. And we lack the effective monitoring capacity for ensure the companies do not thief with minerals.
Right.
Because mind you, like I said earlier, the companies are not here to share our poverty. They are here to take as much as possible from us.
Right.
They go by all means, they try by all means for maximize the profit margin and minimize the expenditure commitment.
All right. Okay.
So what you would say is that I wonder why Emmanuel not give or subscribe to the notion that Sierra Leone they face a resource cost situation than a resource blessed situation. I wonder because from all what you highlight, Salone is right in the middle of a resource cost, and we have to say it.
All right.
We have to say it because as far as we are concerned, the minerals are not doing us so much of a good.
All right. Theophilus? Yes, sorry, time not there now we favor, but
all right.
Yes, we go come for updates, make una tell we more because the people of Salone actually need for know if we actually did benefit from this. Thank you very much, Theophilus Benda, when a chairman, Association of Journalists on Mining and Extractives. And here with the studio, I get Emmanuel Bondo Esquire, project lead, natural resource rights and governance. So we ask the question whether we minerals them we get available in our country actually they benefit the people them. So from there the rest of the program could be continued by Mohamed Baki Kamara. But first we join Aminata Kamara for We Business News where they talk about the inconsistency in the inflation rates in Salone from December 2024 to January 2025.
Sierra Leone is reportedly witnessing a notable shift in its inflation rate, dropping to 13.78% in December 2024, marking a positive turn for the nation's economy. This decline was attributed to improved agricultural production and a stabilization of food prices, which form a substantial portion of household expenses. However, the relief was short-lived as the inflation rate edged up slightly to 14.03% in January 2025. Analysts suggest that this uptick could be linked to seasonal factors and adjustments in energy costs, which continue to play a pivotal role in the country's economic landscape. The fluctuations highlight the delicate balance Freetown faces in managing inflation while addressing broader economic challenges. Efforts to stabilize key sectors such as food and energy remain crucial as the nation strives for long-term economic resilience. Factors influencing inflation in Sierra Leone include food prices, with a significant portion of household spending going towards food, making price changes in this sector highly impactful.
Yeah, they sell 10,000 for cup. They sell 10,000 for cup. Because I go buy the bag 3 million some 100. Where this say not reach even 350 cups inside. If I don't go buy, so I pay for and transport. So tell me to work. You go and tell me say why I sell now the 3 million for pulling some 100. I forget what I forget it. Damn dollar don't go up. All landed they care what the country be the wreck we the businesswoman they tell on me.
Then Polo care is so. Now with the bank 200, 250. This big fish way is so. Seafood, we count until 400. All them fish away is so. This other we count until 350. So right now, hold on go buy that kind by day. You can, you know go able sell. Then what a person go able like. You don't get 10,000, you able manage. You know go able manage. Because if you don't buy something, you don't pass 30,000. Where you can pass it second for pay you small profit. This small thing no more so now. So all don't cost me also right at 3,200,000. So now the strong is for looks of Papa God, follow we get what they need. But that's the business is not easy.
Fluctuations in fuel and electricity prices have affected transportation and production costs from industries to households.
We get some challenges there we get at the energy sector in terms of transformer, even the cables there. You find out say every day they tell you say you're not on board, some side don't make so.
The light problem is very heavy in this country. Without light, nobody will work. Without light, you will in a darkness.
The computer don't show. I'm very happy for that. We meet if I'm going to get more income.
How it add if na so it reduce, we can understand. But you no go add 5,000, they were ready. You pull 1.5. It not make any move.
The value of the leone against foreign currencies is seen to have had some major impacts on import costs, while government policies on fiscal measures, taxation and subsidies play a role in inflation trends.
In 2018, the GDP was rebased, and so it provided a bigger denominator to measure what you call the production or productivity of our economy. And so, before this time, we've had the mining and agriculture as the bigger guys in the room contributing to economic growth. But then after the rebasing of the GDP in 2018, we saw that the industry sector has now taken over mining and agriculture, which means it is a very lucrative area. And then it also, now, when we talk about the industry sector, we are talking about manufacturing, mining, construction, energy, subsectors. And these areas, if not carefully, checked, we see that we are having the potential of losing a lot of that. And so that leaves us now with a policy dilemma, whether to continue to give away taxes or to see to it that we focus on revenue generation, which is by far the main focus for now. Because when you see the revenue is not performing and you want to overtax the citizens, it becomes a cause for concern.
We've seen the exemptions really growing, I can say exponentially, from 177 million, which is about $1 billion, to 3.5 million, which used to be 3.5 trillion. So it's really going. And one of the one that we see the largest share is the mining sector. And we see the revenue forgone in terms of the exemption. It rose from 39% to 60% of the domestic revenue. And just imagine if we can halve that figure by half, how much money will come to the revenue of back to the government. I also see, why the contribution to domestic revenue is around 12.81%, we see the revenue forgone is around 60%. So you do the mathematics and tell me whether we are losing or we are benefiting if we include other factors like job or other issues. And again, of course, we also see revenue collection from the industry sector is not growing really as the economy is growing. As a matter of fact, if the economy is growing, we should see some amount of resources again coming to the revenue basket of government. Because if the economy is growing, it means a lot of economic activities are going, which means a lot of tax activities should be going on in that sector, which should contribute towards the revenue. Again, of course, apart from mining, when we look at the subsectors in the industry sector, their contribution is very low. Even though their share of the GDP is going up, it's much bigger, but their contribution to revenue is low. So which means either they are not complying, or of course because of the notable tax exemption in those subsectors. So it means we really need to interrogate the sector, interrogate them more to know why the revenue is growing and why we still have low revenue contribution.
The health sector has, though in this period under review, however, reportedly seen a decrease in inflation by 1.80%, with clothing and footwear prices eased slightly. possibly reflecting shifts in consumer demand or increased availability of imported goods. Reporting for Sleek TV, I am Aminata Kamara.
Welcome back. From the big issue, I believe the majority of we get for surprise where they see then kind of different minerals them. I go and ask if they really dey in Salone, yes, then they. But now with knowledge about them be minimal. With knowledge not reach day. Away from that, we want to take of course they say no the ignorance of the law is no excuse. So like nobody no gets excuse for say I not be know this and not be know that. So they can get free consultancy from Sleek TV by Boise Camera, lawyer, Banskadi Chambers. For they can tell me the rulings them, the principles where they around divorce. This is not part 3. Now get that.
But we will touch on that in subsequent programs. We'll talk about maintenance, what in the law say if you born Peking will not take care of them, and we'll talk about it. But for now, under divorce proceedings, the court self can order maintenance, periodic maintenance, and support for the Peking, and at times they order for land maintenance for the mama. Most times, if the law final say if the case, the circumstances, the fact of the case show say this woman here, institution again now. He needs support for take a stand. That's why even after the divorce, the law permit the woman to let continue with the man in name. Say at such a time he married back before he dropped that name there, even after divorce. So this now the law on divorce na Salone. We get beside divorce, we go to call judicial separation, where at times the court can just go separate una, we not go reach a divorce. But at divorce, now in at the last stage. And when we go to court after another proven a case. Because the court can be very careful for they not just scatter married like that. So what they can do? Oh, I don't prove on a case. Oh, if they find out say this person here get fault, and for grant divorce in favor of against that person, they and get what they call decree nisi. Decree nisi and any they give us. They say okay, now we don't really fact them. Would they grant on a force a temporal scatter like how they say apply use as temporal scatter when I scatter but temporary for now. So then give una decree nisi. Then they under the law can last for 3 months. What you make them can do and for let them see maybe after that 3 months, inside that 3 months day, una can get away for una they sort una self, una can accord or somebody day outside there, we go show you can accord, can't show see these people are get interested in this marriage. Do ya la come inside, let's see how I go solve them. You call it intervener. You can inside the file papers. No, this marriage I know I let the court scatter it. Let we see. Let them give me first law. We'll see how they settle them and how they put them together. And the Attorney General back under that same law they get right for Canada court for say no, this marriage here as an intervener can say no inside these 3 months here no, this marriage let no cut idea. When I give me chance, let's see if I will talk to them. Let them see way or let them come together. But in 3 months pass. Nobody no intervene, nobody no can court say, no, this marriage alone no scatter, law wait first. The party we gonna court, you know how they apply back, what we call decree absolute. When at the final one day, when they scatter the married, bata. So if after the 3 months period, when the law allow, for let una go sit down for say una watch una self, let the court see if anything will come up in that same day. Una not do nothing, nobody not come up, una able unite, una able mend on offenses and all that, because was scatter married not to take away courts they take lightly. Because even the Bible say what God has put together, let no man put asunder. So the court not they take lightly, and most times they make even the maintenance, this that if picking they can give you a chance. Okay, you go collect the money to this money. And maybe during that time of collecting the money, something will spark up there. Una not can court again. Now tell the court say no. This year, we not scatter again. We want let the court left free, so go try back, go work on the marriage back. But if after that 3 months day, nobody no can intervene, nobody no can say no, this matter, this case here, like give me another. The court can grant what you call decree absolute. That decree absolute now the final scatter. Court the scatter the marriage totally by the decree absolute. Now with our law no back that 3 months day, there are times where the marriage, the facts of the marriage cannot be so much that the court self can see they were married not there again. Especially like some people like they to away from each other, maybe for 5 years, 6 years, without communication, without any relationship, without any consummation. Because when I say marriage, and the consummation, that intercourse, that interplay will happen between the man and the woman, and get the man and they bond all together. But if I don't date like 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, 8 years, up to 10 years, una no get that, una no they meet, una no they talk, una no get any relationship again. Now the any reasonable person will not say there are no feelings not again for them. So the court knocking, the law can ask say, Papa court, then people they don't kind of court. The law say they forget them 3 months after the decree night side for let them go watch, let them see if they. But Papa court look, they don't they away apart for over 6 years, over 10 years. So you don't necessarily, even if you give it 3 months, they will come together. So I'll let you cut that 3 months, they let it be 1 month or 1 week. So that they will come back for let the decree absolute come. So that all man will move on. All man will go in separate ways. Now, if that day happen, the court can shorten that time day. When I come, you know, go be 3 months. When I come, the lawyer file, it come for the absolute, the decree absolute. Other remedies in the way the court, way the person can support. Normally, make your advice. Divorce case, especially, you find you get a lawyer, we in a family law experts, we will guide you through because it's very technical. There are times where this person the file, the other person you don't lose interest by the marriage, so you not even get time again. You don't reply safe. That means you don't move on with your life. Like you can court, you can take lawyer, they file, they serve her. You don't enter appearance, you don't file cross petition, you don't show any interest for you can't challenge the action. Some people in marriage cannot scatter even before they go to court. So they can just want to let the court scatter them for let one man go away. In that case, they will call her undefended. That lawyer they get for file several papers. We will show say this person will don't serve her, they don't show interest, courts we are come in favor of this marriage, I don't scatter already. What we do that in that case now in one grade and go they give judgments. So now that's now the law on divorce and salon. In a summary. In Korea way, there are other technical way you get the procedure. So I make like how they say, fine for them you get a lawyer, we specialize in family law, we will guide you through. We go on a very difficult process. The parties can normally be traumatized. You need somebody who will able handle them with the expertise we require, so that this trauma will go out to the trauma again and court and all that. So in short, this is the law on divorce and salon. And we pray that divorce will lessen, but if it happen, things will go bad. You don't find will not talker, not to like we pray let people in divorce, but you find let people know about that. Me go encourage anybody if you get marriage, anything that happen, we'll try for work on them. Because in my years of practice in this area of law, I don't notice say most of the things then we can cause them divorce, they can start small. Maybe in a small misunderstanding where nobody able to solve, so it can escalate say a little divorce. So if anything happen at your marriage, try for solve them and communicate. If you get expectations, communicate them. One of the key things that really cause divorce now on communicated expectations. You get expectations for this person here, where they tell us and I expect from you. So when you not do it now, you become disappointed. The thing begins spark, say it leads to divorce. So that one day, and there are one last thing. Before you apply for divorce at court, the marriage for don't take at least 3 years before you apply at court for divorce. So you don't go pay no more today. You are married today, you go apply for. Although that same law they back give the court the power for abridge for shorten that time there. Because there are circumstances where person they married, where they say something as you marry so from the day one, they violence you every day, they beat you every day. Court will go alive for let you wait stay 3 years for let you can't court for divorce. No, you can't court. You say, Papa court, this man from home married, every day they beat me. Every day they violence me. Every day they do anything to me. Do you ask scatter me? Don't mind me away. if you present evidence, compelling evidence for sure say that that's not the case, the court can grant you leave for then a shorten that time, even though you married not 3 years, but the court can shorten them for let you present your petition at court, and the area will grant you divorce. So now that one day, and then who side divorce applicable under Salone? These are other very important aspects. Muslim marriage, they get their own divorce regime. When they mosque, then they go, when they call talak and all that. Customary marriage, because now we get customary marriage, then post marriage, then we own customary marriages. Then say the law don't recognize them now. They own divorce, they under the customary marriages and divorce acts in the get without the governor. The one the way they go to court, this one they want to talk about. Now the one that has civil marriage and a Christian marriage. I married in Roxy, and that way they do in church. And then governed by the laws there, who we talk about the divorce laws there. So now that's for today, and we hope that we'll continue next with another topic. Because as we talk other things that don't come in, what things very necessary for us, but we'll talk about in subsequent programs. So stay tuned and continue for Nobody Law, because the more you know, the better you can do.
Una go agree with me, say, from with different facilities also we go pray, with places of worship, from the sermons on the read, the lectures them, the religious aspect they tell we say, for let you divorce somebody, you partner, it's very difficult. We're far from the religious aspect, you don't hear what the law say about divorce, and they already tell you say, if you want for divorce, your partner, if you take 3 years after the marriage, 3 years before you divorce. So the tediousness inside the divorce, in the inside. So which means, see, this notion for say what God has put together, let no man put asunder. Now reality, for divorce, it's not really easy. You see, they see the difficulties there inside it. This now you see the law gets for say to we. Anyways, away from that, we've been joined by the entertaining segments. The guru we before say they head the entertainment world for Slick TV. Of course, by introduction, I believe so all anticipates for see the man on the screen, Slim Peasy. We celebrating birthday then this year. This year.
Anyways, thanks for having me back here.
Yes.
Family out there, so we get other things that we played today lined up for now. As you know, same they stop for bring the entertainment vibes, the juice, and the things that we are going inside social media for now. Alright, so let's get started. On the screen right now, you see Solos Beat. Of course, now a music producer, a recording artist, a songwriter, and of course, somebody who don't take a long time inside the entertainment industry. Of course, Solos Beat don't produce countable hit songs them inside Salone. But the reason why I want to talk about Solos Beat today, now because a fellow music producer by the name of Joseph Saidu, where we all sabi by in popular name where Nashitu Kulala actually make a post citing some incredible job where a fellow inside the same game when our Solos Beats don't put out. Let me get waiting exactly Nashitu Kulala take to a Facebook page. Nashitu Kulala say the Solos Beats Afrocentric sound plugin has been finalized and will be available for release very soon. The plugin has been expertly crafted to work seamlessly with VSTs and UAW Revolutionary. So pretty much a lot of people don't know what here to talk about. But me I know. Solar break and down for now. Inside life. When you talk about plugin for DAWs, firstly DAWs now like the softwares when people use for sound recording. It can be music, jingle or whatnot. So Afrocentric, when you talk about Afrocentric again, now a particular sound where they be developed. But this Afrocentric who they talk about here, so now this brother man, Solomon Fatoma, when a Solos Beats now creator, and it don't make for making work with any other DAW, as in if you use Fruity Loops, when a FL Studio, Pro Tools or whatnot for make music, you will for use in your sound where it develop. You understand? So then I'm waiting now they talk about where they do. Some people still not go understand. But it is what it is. It don't make and it launch anytime soon, which is a good thing because for make you see a Sierra Leonean even get the know-how how for go about such kind of things. They will feel accidentally are not possible. But we both don't make them possible. As in how you go for using your own sound for making music. Nigerians or whoever want for use them can use them. And we will proud to say na solos beats with brother in sound, then use so. According to Nashitu Kulala, he say it will be available anytime soon. Congratulations to my brother man, Solos Beats. Don't know. Let's move to another thing on the plate again. This young brother man, Musa Jallow, popularly known by his stage name Mosby, he's trending on social media after one of his songs. Then we been on the make man. Hey baby, where I get a sin a fine fuller. Man, and not the order who's a pull up. That song is titled #1. Not so that they bring me at this site today. Actually, he's trending for one of his song. Usai, they talk about we young guys them or selling and entertainers we don't they fall. And they mention how much, not so how you yagba, but now how long you live for in a way. Let me know say all things on the song. I'll make you listen and tell me how you feel about this very song with Musa Jallow, aka Mosby do for we. My brother them over there go can play for we. Just a snippet of If you want to watch the full one, you can go and see them as well.
Man, I know they reach 40 again. Tell me waiting being pulse in the chest. After all waiting pulse in the face. Why die knock in the wet? To me enemies and fans. Once in a while buy drinks and dance. Cause we go die left beans and plants. Now go the honor we no get the means and chance. For single post today then I'm on in it die. Wish I've been the call heaven but they no can reply. Guess I know na God can decide. Sometimes but put in the honor pulse in my mind. Oh Lord give me time. Man, them must see me shine. And not to like I'm rushing in life. With the time each day you enjoy what you been suffer for. Now the time the pulse sinking die. Yes, I know say this not the end time. God had the baby, I give him more time. Yes, I know say this not the end time. God had the baby, I give him more time. So we party then we die Ali.
Yes, indeed, man and not reach 40 again. It's sad for talk about that because we are all young guys coming up. My brother man back in a young guy. They try to make the thing happen for him inside life.
Inside life.
But it is what it is, man. And of course, if you watch the video, this brother taking time for show we young guys them we don't fall short. You know what I mean? Don't lost their life, don't die. Talk about the likes of Bharat, we not be a colleague, Jelly B, the legendary Steady Bongo, and a whole lot of them. I don't know if Baki himself feel touched by this beautiful song by Mosby.
Especially we in bring back the memory of the world that will not be totally lost, but like Bharat.
Oh yes.
Yes, like I be strong man, and of course man out there know him. They know especially what think he do.
Yes.
So like if this young brother bring a memory of them kind of people there, I believe say this is a strong thing we will for take it to cognizance.
Yes, indeed. I see you talk also about the late Victor Oni Williams and the Sia young lady as well. So this is a very beautiful song, and according to Mosby, he said now one of the very first project then this way it go put out with a part of in Mosilian album, and of course he say it will come out soon, and he gets another song again we call More Time we go day out this Friday. So congratulations to the team and everybody they support this young man. Let's move away from that again. Another top-notch music producer we reside in the United States of America, popularly known by his stage name Thayong himself. Set for drop another song we call 50-50. You know, if you watch now the fly, you see one woman and one man. Man and waiting 50-50 mean inside life. Back waiting 50.
Equality in terms of gender.
So if you pull 50,000 our base, maybe back for pull 50 leos.
Well, then the wisdom behind that one is deep. So no one go inside it.
No,
deep. Very, very deep.
Life. But of course the song, according to Thayong, they say it gets Aliyu melody on this one. And of course the song will be out on the 4th of April, where it's supposed to be, I think, on Friday, right? That would be on Friday, yes. So this song will be out, and when you talk about Thayong as somebody we don't make hit songs. If I say I begin call the hit songs them with Thayong don't produce, go there tomorrow. But I will not go there, okay? So look out for and if you get the chance, go and subscribe to a YouTube channel as well. So whenever the song drop, you'd be the very first person for listen to Ram. And if you want for save them, you can save them and add them to your playlist, okay? So it's Thayong Beats 50/50 featuring the one and the only Aliyu Melody. You wait for the song back here?
Definitely the wait song. I want for listen them, yeah, sure.
Alright, it is what it is. Of course, short snippets about this song. So I want to say Sleman like anticipates the feeling. Let's I mean how you get for look like when this song they drop. So don't watch Thayong way they doing thing.
If I love you, you too for love me back.
Alright. Of course, the eternal like you know what I mean? Okay, that side another like for the entire thing. But of course, we brought a man, Mike Corridon, himself say on the 11th of April 2025, he could drop another song where he called Fatima. Fatima name na tough name. You know, so firstly, Fatima. Then where you go now the Quran back. So they get Fatima. Sure. But of course, the song is titled Fatima, and of course, 12 a.m. on the 11th of April, the song will be out on all major streaming platforms by Mike Corridon. Mike Corridon has been around for quite a long period of time, and he's been making good songs like Muslim Pekin, you name them. You get countless hit songs where you don't put out. So I not expect anything less. I know say Michael always bring quality content them, and currently he reside in the United States of America. So I know say you know with anything less. So me and you, let me just relax, sit back and watch out for Fatima by Mike Corridon with a drop on the 11th of April 2025. Let me move away from that again. Let me come to the gospel music minister way in name na Judah Zubairu. As of course, it gets this in show where it called The Storm. It celebrates the 10 years anniversary, of course, on the third wave on Sunday, the 6th of April 2025. Of course, now a free event. I mean, it's all about how to praise God, you know, through music, talk about God, you know what I mean, through the Christian religion as well. So a lot of people living at their favorite show this or events this way they can come connect with God. I've been on one of these events and I know how it can look like. So he said this one will take place now. I would say the regular venue because the one where I've been going not the same venue as well. This one is in Monjaza Park as well, within a Moritong School field, okay? And the time now 4:30 p.m. prompt and now free entry. You don't get for pay anything for come see gospel minister Judah Zubairu. So these are all waiting there inside the plate for now for today. And more will come tomorrow. My name is Ibrahim Kagbo. You call me Slim Peasy. Now so I go over to me, bro.
Inside life.
Inside life.
So of course people out there they don't agree. See, we come to the entertainment segments. Slim Peasy, they give them what they need. So up next, the one for Take the Health Tips by Paulina Bendu Samba.
Hello, my people them, and welcome to Today Health Tips. Today, we can talk about how you for take care of your underwear. Why it's important and what will happen if you don't take care of them well. Whether you're a man or woman, this message not for you. First, make we start with how to take care of your undies. Tip 1. Wash your underwear every day. Sweat, bacteria, and even dead skin can pile up, and if you don't wash them fine, it can cause infection. Tip 2. Use mild soap and lukewarm water. Tip 4. Change your underwear at least 2 times per day. If you sweat boku one, Do ya? Change and to them. Tip 5. No wear you same underwear for days. And no share your underwear with nobody. Now bad hygiene that one day. But now, why all this necessary? Clean underwear can prevent bad odor, skin irritation, and infection. It can help for make you feel fresh, comfortable, and confident all day. For the negative effects, if you not take care of your undies, it can cause rashes, yeast infection, urinary tract infection, and bad smell. Tight and dirty underwear can increase sweat and bacteria, which can make you feel uncomfortable. So me people them, hygiene na key. Take care of your undies, change them regularly, and stay fresh.
The health tips and conscious vibes, money for check the underwear, for understand that area they very, very sensitive. And of course, so let's just dive into the flight schedule. Let we get information we will help we follow get a safe journey. Starting at 5 o'clock a.m., Aska Airlines flight KP023 will depart from Banjul, stopping in Freetown at 8:05 a.m. Accra and finally arriving in Lome at 8:45 a.m. At 8:30 a.m., Aska Airlines flight KP043 will take off from Banjul and head to Freetown, arriving at 9:10 a.m. before continuing to Lome. At 1 o'clock p.m., Aska Airlines flight KP022 will depart from Lome, make stops in Accra and Freetown, arriving in Banjul at 4:45 p.m. For overnight travelers, Turkish Airlines flight TK533/4 will depart at 9:30 p.m. from Istanbul with a stop in Ouagadougou, arriving in Freetown at 1:10 a.m. and then returning to Istanbul at 2:10 a.m. Also at 11:30 p.m., Royal Air Maroc flight 8569 will leave Casablanca, stop in Monrovia, and arrive in Freetown at 2:20 a.m. continuing to Casablanca at 3:20 a.m. That's all for today's travel schedules. Wish you all safe travels and a wonderful day ahead. Stay tuned for more updates. And this is all we get from inside the travel schedule. And guess what? We've been joined by Rabia Tumansare, where they can take we with the headlines. Welcome back, Rabi.
It's a pleasure being here. You welcome me like no one kind. What are you doing? Let's dive directly into it.
Sharp.
Yeah, the issue of fire. I mean, it's on the rise. We don't get one or two things there to a point that somebody else were born where in money all born over 20 million loans. Where people is in business money. People they now they mimic themselves. They laugh. You know, say someone talk say this the problem would say one person they cry, another person they laugh. So yesterday when the 1st of April, actually, fire incidents happened at the light. Usai people lost plenty of property with thousands of leons. John Abdullahi did any send this for we.
Because now they sell them with carry Ubaya. So, but like we see a fire, make we rush up for camp. But of course, not just a blaze, a little fire. But the problem is that dog they begin at this gate here. Where of course, if I the compound like the mommy will get the compound, it's so like get some business, nobody know for enter. But already the fire cage, the dog they didn't at gate, the dog they back for people, you know they allow let people enter inside the gates for go out to the fire. But all the fire don't catch, other 1 to 3 people be inside the compound plus the mommy will get the compound. It's still they watch fire the place, the dog they didn't at the gates. So by the time the dog ready command at the gate, the fire don't extremely blaze. We thank God so safe. Of course, even though the fire force they safe, they call them, they will stand for calm. But they try again. Although they will stand for calm, but they try because they three camp. But it not be really easy. The mamina the compass gets a hand. We lead to all this havoc because of the dog then at the gate. So they allow people. They go to the extent it begin bet 1 or 2 before them. So like avoid the gates. Say where the fire blaze now. Before ever they can begin to hold the dog, then I put them inside.
I be in a shop, so I be sleep. So I just say, you know, people they say fire. So I ask me, why watching this place and be the problem. So we rush up, for cancer, who be the cambo, the dog them be they disturb me because they get two wild dog there inside the place. The dog them they be disturb me. So try say oh cancer, two motor them be park. Two white motor can them be park. One day up, one day down there. So try, now then give you the motor key, the other motor key. So now they open the motor, the first driver enter inside there, now then pull the motor. The other one the key no be there. The key be there inside this place. Oh, ask the owner of the house. So the key tell we say the key there inside the fire be based up here. But the smoke be the suffocate we. The suffocate we actually. So try now I go behind that, tank be there up. Now go to the pipe, I connect pipe them be inside one time, now pull out the connect and now take one guy. When they put the WhatsApp at the rubber there, and then begin sensing now, we begin hot. Man back then can they help now. I'm not going to actually tell you what it causes the fire, but what it can cause fire, let me say bad lights. There are certain people who before say that they left the house, they know the hot, natty, that they left all on. So bad lights they can, it cause fire. First class Abubakar Sise, I chat at the Aberdeen Fire Station, Commander Blue Watch. Now a fire outbreak call get me a stress call from one of our officers where almost don't off. They go now house now. Now you see this fire outbreak. They call at the Aberdeen Fire Station. We can't respond to this fire outbreak, sir. And the response was so sweet and easy because the only challenges we get because of the traffic, vehicular traffic, bike, keke, and only we get as challenges. And the street lights were there, so that all the challenges follow which now the fire scene quick before time. How will they get challenge from the youth man them? See, where will they get so many harassments from them? But a normal process from people them. You see? But we need to sensitize people them, say not to we they cause the delay. Because of traffic, come up from the Aberdeen or Kaya, traffic, so now they cause that make delay. Now I'm not going to tell you because the fire, we now operation we did. With the car will rectify and make we get the fire prevention department. Therefore, can do all investigation. Waiting cause this fire. It will be soon as possible. When we go to the station, we do all the preliminary investigation. The fire prevention department they can check all waiting cause this fire.
So man can say, hence there is life,
there is
hope. But with the upcoming of so many fire incidents then at the country, and one or two things then where we also hear from these victims, now how much they lost millions of leons into these fire incidents there. So
almost all the hosts them way before say Slick TV attention go to from last week to now, that'll be almost all huge money they lost inside it. We get the one I Eastern Street to they mention say about 50 million euros. We concern Osusu man in money in lost in the fire. The one back now Houghton Street to they say about the same about 50 million euros lost in the fire, and up to this one we happen. So we say close to almost 100 million.
I think more than that. But you know back here, the other thing where one go they ask the question is, why people in Lekfo they keep such amount of money in a house? I mean, these are risk factors, you know, where something can happen at any time. Been towards here and he mentioned and say, even Agata go pass inside you cable them and just outside the red wire for they go put the black wire there.
I think so now the manner of way people they save the money in a house, because if you keep the money in a house inside safe, I believe you go much better. So if according to well, safe and maybe for say no matter how the fire huge. Maybe, but the one they before say they get savvy about money business, how to save money, they will find them and can discuss this.
You're not going to find fully lost all things at the same time.
Yeah.
At least if one thing don't happen, you could get another way.
We will encourage you.
Yes, but if you host born candle, considering the bag of fuel right now and cement right now, we don't go about 155 millions. How much you go bill? You will take bills with, then you go lost
documents. Just imagine.
Only woman in passport.
Exactly.
In the American
yes.
visa.
Forget passport right now. If you got almost $200 almost, you understand?
So is it that her homes are no longer safe to keep certain things?
That's what it look like.
Well, away from that day, yesterday we see an document agreement where the government of Salone and the government of Guinea been signed, say this particular Yenga place, I mean Akailaundi state, within the border between Salone and Guinea. Well, at some point, the president every day before now talks say he actually belonged to Salone. But what we made for understand about this place now, how rich it is. I mean, earlier in the show, we everything Theophilus say where people in the car now for can't take more. So we are blessed actually, but the luckily, or I'll put them, the two parties they don't come together and say, okay, one for get an agreement, one for sign this document, which a whole long week negotiation with them be do, and we get for see another one before May actually. So inside the weekly press conference, Abdullahi Kolka, we are the National Security Coordinator, now the Office of National Security, giving more updates about them.
The first one is getting an illegitimate government because they don't vote for it. I agree. Now, I be charged for talk. I say they get documents where the committee na give count, where Salosef count. The issue of the Yenga. Yes, now that government ending now, but then you get authentic documents we can speak to the facts. All right. For instance, our foreign masters they sign treaties there, and then treaties they look at. All right. But SI command sign one communique, Partisan Kabasel camp sign one communique, but they are no longer there today. But then document they look at them, but they come to the facts of the matter on which side really Yega fall, which side Makuda River fall. So that's one. I don't think it really gets people do with it. Whether because even if the government let go, they go other government did it. Then fact say when is the document, then they never go by. Never go by any other thing else. Because it is written, it is there. Yeah.
They say give Caesar waiting belong to Caesar. At least they don't get a negotiable agreement and say that they come to a conclusion. We just hope say we go get waiting because even the section chief inside one documentary we've been come out sometime last year talk say you don't even know whether in a Saloni day or a Guinea day. Then they go come a pass law, then they go carry pass law, and then they say two play an effect for West and good two captain of the right ship. So one for know whose side we safe stand. If now we get time we know.
If I get it,
yes. So away from Dande, earlier March we see a press release being come out. We say we get to see again lantern. You know, if people can recall, this is something they don't ban since this president's come na power.
About 6 years ago.
Yes, and so when they talk say that they pull them back na do, we glad.
Inaugural meeting, they will forget inaugural meeting with the one way they make them and the one way concern for let us see if they will revive them back as well.
You know, it's they even police.
Yes.
You understand? And people say, hey, at least who say go can dance small and enjoy.
But according to this list here, whose area we feel say we get the best lantern? You can't call the area.
No. What I'm not being to get sense. We they watch them on TV. I never. But you hear people and go tell you say book feels.
I don't say you go support.
No. I know they say because you go say just not because league TV viewers them book they. But that is not the case. People they say that book feels that they get the finest lantern we can come on do. But if I could recall, I mean, the thing they also be they showcase what we get with culture, with tradition. They see someone they make that lantern where Judas and Jesus they carry in cross, where then they make we arms of governments, that lion and the like. So aside any other thing, if they showcase the talents of Sierra Leoneans, obviously getting economic impact, people then get for go sell.
Sure.
You don't know where crowd the way they go sell boku.
Yes, and the one before say they involved in this lantern creation, so then say back now, then it's a job opportunity for them as well. Because mind you, I believe say government will reward them huge sum for the one we folks say the
finest one, you get gift.
I mean, one thing about this lantern festival or this lantern parade here, so I want to remember back in come from the early 1930s, you understand, from according to sources we didn't say now one businessman we go now Banjul the Gambia we go try for do 1 and 2 but go see this and try for imitate them while some other sources they try for say this is come from religious aspects during the Muslim period, but now Egypt are from Egypt emerged from. So all of this and get some controversies, but never mind. Waiting Salon man them or Salon man them they enjoy party lantern and that. Waiting reach November April 26 for meet up 827. We know say we be get for go dance lantern and that net saying okay funny at all.
And now that thing, if actually for behold, the Gallup for don't say, well, we rate Salon as the second to last on Happy Country.
Yes,
I'm not sure that
exactly.
report is actually true.
Yes.
But however, we also hear from Abdullah Kolka earlier, what he talked yesterday at the weekly press conference.
Sure.
The issue of Lanta, he said if the people that don't come out, they talk say we get Lanta, but then we don't can talk say Lanta not again. I don't think say anybody we don't announce say we get Lanta parade. No. No. Tourism ever say so. I think I have for tourism ever say so. Tourism now one of them is the misrepresent what the tourism they do. As an institution, they have the right to plan.
And call meeting.
Yes, they have the right to plan.
And the letter leak na problem.
Exactly. But they not tell us say they get lantern. Alright.
And so the job for announce that.
Then they talk that again. The reason why we say that we let land like this year, now for all safety, for all safety. The country is stable now. When I say this, everywhere in this country is stable, peaceful, and one thing this way. So let us not invite other things again. We still get people on the run. We don't get it. So when people there. Some people in the harbor and the houses there. The public, they do very well in most cases because they give information when they need to arrest some people. I thank the public very much for that. And I will encourage the public for me to continue for giving information about some of the fugitives there. We're still not commodity. Because if you hide them, you don't know what will happen. So I will thank the public very much for that effort what they do. So the issue of Lanta, let me let them out. Maybe next year we'll talk about that.
All right.
That's a sad one for Sierra Leoneans. I mean, Englishman Kimpul Paribu say, don't put all your eggs into one basket. However, it is what it is. Back here, we also see a video that is making rounds on social media where actually done the spawn up, you know, about this particular Sierra Leonean man where they use bamboo stick from in place of iron rod. What called kentik, right?
Yes.
For the people who understand. Kentik in space of iron rod, in place of iron rod. I mean, you see it in up on top from the video being displayed here.
So that be as you see, as it is now, floating they do. They get one particular aspect inside building language they call floating. This like where they see the basements. Now the top they try for do so. This now two-story building. So we according to how the guy they analyze them. So in the emphasis say this structure also gets a lifespan of almost 50 years. And the lady guarantee say this stick here so. This way into so in 10 times stronger than a rod. Just imagine.
You know, Baki, there's two sides to this. One, you could say he's been innovative.
Yeah.
Another one, you could say the X factors. I mean, reason being, I'm not a try for standing in a shoe or defend. I'm not building expert here. But innovation in sense, Salon, we hardly or they don't know before they do so many things.
At all.
It's maybe true. It's maybe true. Say yes, this in claim here we don't make.
An engineer.
Yes, this in claim here so there's some amount of facts to them. For sure, say bamboo stronger than anything. Discussion earlier will get the guest and mentioned say the problem with Salon, the fine products, the end the finished product not okay sabi process.
Exactly.
But again, you dey watch say then stick it in the wait myself what's in up now. I can take that day back. I broke out me.
No, this now, Rabbi, I want for come inside there. Even viewers they want for argue with we say bamboo stick strong to such extent, if the man confirm and say, like don't dry, for like just broke and so like that, easy. If you can watch some of the upline roads then Rabbi, I want to watch keenly some of the upline roads then. Now bamboo stick they put as a bridge where baby chocolate they work on top. And according to this man, he said na you money, na you host in the bill so.
So let me talk about the innovation side. Well, we also they hopefully the one day where they get bigger lens or broader lens for look into this and maybe confirm whether what it is say not true. Because come to think of it, we have hue and cry of substandard products where they can in the country. In sense, iron rod, for example, even though it expensive, it is part of the tax them where they increase for we the 5% tax on iron rod. Then if this iron ore you don't go buy for so the quality one what you need for your product, at the end of the day, it costs more than good. Like say it no go born good picking. So if this man don't use an idea, they don't test them and
this salon man go for bam. Bushes.
Well, you don't go blame people them anyways. We don't we have to trust things.
We don't go for buy the stick them, they don't bushes.
Except
if you get for kind to reality. The one they will get the authority for say this would they approve is strong, is fine. So instead they get for to say, well, let them begin bang now.
But again, even when you mention about the bamboo stick and strong one, come to think of it, this one strong.
Well, the master sabi they go answer that one day.
Because this, I think, we also need to for call on the authorities, then National Disaster Management Agency. But then say, then look into them with all objectivity, you understand, and support them because again, an added advantage to you one for belows. Because imagine the cost of cement now is 155 leons, and iron rod too is expensive. So if you can use just this for substitute iron rod, then it don't reduce by that cost there what you expect for pay. In that regard, possibly they rent also not go complain say then just the rent for me. However, because of the way we're building and the collapse now in the country, where now we don't see and they go and condemn certain buildings then, but then come and inspect the worker demand on and work towards some.
So now that's what
that's all I have for you back in a headline review.
It has been a wonderful headline review. Thank you very much, Rabia Tumansari. And up next, one for tell Boku think as it is now we can do the cutting stone. I believe say some of una one for say, hey, the time short, so no, the time don't pass 5 o'clock actually. So they can do the cuttings done, but before they do that one day, one for tell thank you to the one that will deserve the big thank you, especially the one that behind the camera and the one that will make sure say they put all the materials that will bring Tona together. And one for end up with the meet to you segment.
Happy birthday, Alfina M.S. Leby. Wishing you a day filled with joy, laughter, and all the wonderful things life has to offer. May this year bring you immense happiness and success. Sending you lots of love. This request is coming from your big sister, Georgiana Robert. Happy birthday, my dear Squint, a brother and a friend. Wishing you an amazing day filled with all the things that make you happy. May this year bring you joy, success, and all the best things you want for your life. This request is coming from your friend, Didi. Happy birthday, Jaya Maulo. The BSc Sociology class of Frabe College sends you the warmest wishes on your special day. May your birthday be filled with joy, laughter, and all the wonderful memories you have. We hope this year brings you all the success and happiness you deserve. Enjoy your day. Happy birthday, Famata Tole. Wishing you a day filled with joy, laughter, and all the best life has to offer. May this year bring you happiness and success. This request is coming from your friend, Stephen D.O. Williams. Happy birthday, Amizo. Wishing you a fantastic day filled with joy, laughter, and all your favorite things. May this year bring you immense happiness and success. This request is coming from your friend, Stephen D.O. Williams.
The road to greatness starts with mic, beats, and the fire that burns in your heart.
Una kusha una cabo, a una dedu.
telling them in Jesus' name, una Allah hallelujah. Till I grow up and old stick, the tend them abutu. I dey direct them for rap game from here to Fadubu. Yeah,
you gon' die tonight for disrespect. When me iron stores, boots like hood, I walk up on your neck. Drag your ass back up from Fadubu, go a jekule. Load the clock up, aim it at your head and let it back. Yo.
From May 2025 to January 2026, the rap game go hot as we dey come together with the theme Salon Against Hate. This now we chance for raise awareness and go against the bad talk and message them we don't divide the country. Register now for the Rap Rampage 3.0 for free. Call +232 7674 9299. Come we all join on for make Salon unite. It's now you turn for win the biggest stake na Salon rap history. Third place they take home 10,000 leons. Second place go get 20,000 leons. And first place they take home a whooping 100,000 new leons. You feel say you get them? Can't drop fire bars. Win big and claim you throne. Rap Rampage 3.0. Now Orange and Orange Money, they bring this show to you.